but I'm asking you anyway, I apologize. How many seniors in this class?
22.
And I think you told me you got 71?
Yes, sir, 71 on roster.
Is that 12 through 10, Coach?
That's, yes, sir, 10 through 12.
Coach, who you bringing with you? Who you got?
This is Trip Moss, 2Ps. He plays middle linebacker for us, and he's a returning starter for us. And this is John Yarborough.
B-O-R or B-R?
B-R-O-U-G-H. He's a 3-year starter for us at right tackle.
Well, talk about the transition to you, the head coach job. How much different will it be? It is different, but there's a lot of familiarity there for you.
Yes, sir. And, you know, I had been there for 3 years, and so I was really familiar with the players, and they had a sense of stability with me. So that was really easy, that part of it. Just the time management end of it, you know, I've had to adjust to. And I'm not only coaching the offensive line anymore. You know, I've got to coach the whole team. So.
Right.
So you're an old offensive line coach?
Yes, sir. 21 years.
Well, how's this offensive line going to be?
That's actually the strength of our team this year. We have 3 starters returning on the offensive line, and they paved the way for over 40 rushing touchdowns last year. 2 of those guys will sign this year, John Yarborough being one of them, and Morris Scott.
Who's the other one?
Morris Scott.
M-O-R-R-I-S?
Yes, sir.
Where are these guys going?
Morris is getting interest from Middle Tennessee and Tennessee Chattanooga. And John, I'll let him tell you what offers you got. I mean, yeah, your offers you have right now.
Right now, I've got offers from South Alabama, Samford, Arkansas State, and Gardner Webb.
Mercer.
And Mercer, yeah, there you go. Thank you. He's here to keep me straight.
And we're a multiple spread team on offense, but we'll run the ball probably 70-75% of the time. So we feel pretty good about our offensive line, and we'll hang our hat on running the football.
How do you region shape up, Coach? When you look at it, stronger teams.
I really like the new region. It's a much more competitive region than we've been in the last couple of years. We'll be in a lot of 4-quarter football games this year, unlike the past. And I think it'll really prepare us for the playoffs, which, you know, I don't think we've gotten that the last couple of years. And we also have a strong non-region schedule too, so.
Are there anything going to the head coaches? Are you going to change the philosophy as far as the offense, or there's going to be things I'm sure you're going to do different?
Yes, sir. Well, I was really heavily involved in the offense at Homewood to begin with, and a lot of things we did at Spain Park also. And if anything, we'll run the football a little more than we have, you know, the last couple of years. And we kept our defense coordinator on staff, and we base out with 3-4, and we'll continue doing that.
Now, I know you talked going back to the offense just a second, but is it what you want to do as compared to the talent you feel like you have? Like you say, you feel like you're going to run more. Is that because you feel like the running game is stronger than maybe in the past?
Yes, sir. And we would always, you know, model our defense around our our offense around our personnel. We feel really good about our offensive line. And we've got a quarterback named Carson Griffiths that started 12 games for us last year as a sophomore. And he won 9 and won a region championship. And he is really good outside the pocket. He'll beat you with his feet. So he definitely adds another dimension that defense coordinators have to prepare for.
Talk a little bit about, I think you said he runs like a 4.5 40.
Carson.
Carson, yeah.
Carson and Mayo both are 4.5 kids, and we're expecting a lot out of Mayo this year too, Maurice Mayo. He actually started at corner for us last year, and he'll be our feature back this year at tailback. And he'll get a lot of touches this year.
What are you seeing, him as quarterback growth from last year and just progressing into?
You know, the biggest thing I hope with him is just his leadership. You know, get more leadership out of him this year. And I really think it's exciting we can possibly have a 3-year starter, you know, at quarterback.
Trip, you and John talked about what you were expecting out of yourself for this upcoming season as well.
Like our goals. Well, I mean, I always set lofty goals every year. I didn't attain as many as I would like last year. But, I mean, I'd love to make 15 tackles a game and, have a good season. Maybe get some after season awards, stuff like that. And get a few scholarships on the table. So we'll see how it all plays out.
Well, you know, it's really flattering that colleges are looking at me. You know, it's always been a dream for me to go to college, you know, and play football. But I'm just trying to do as much as I can to help our team win games.
You had a pretty good year last year. You didn't feel like it should be any different this year?
Right. I think, even though, you know, I don't have my guard next to me, he's out at Ole Miss. But I got it.
No.
Yeah. But I'm, you know, it's just like it's exciting for me to, you know, develop new chemistry with a new guard. You know, really just kill people on double teams.
Talking about developing chemistry, and I'll ask this question to both of you guys. How is it different looking at the coach as a head coach instead of a position coach this year?
Well, you know, I can't crack as many jokes as I do on a head coach, you know, because he's got a little more power. So I gotta keep it clean.
Yeah, we like an honest man.
That's good.
Trip, what are your thoughts on coach now as a head coach as opposed to assistant coach?
Oh, well, he does have more power this year, but I still, with John, we got to keep it clean a little more, but I still feel the same I've always felt about him. He's real close with him, and I'll play my heart out for him.
With the region changing some, and I've asked other players about this as well. Are there, you like the idea of meeting, playing new teams, going to different places? From that standpoint, I know it's you'll see some teams you haven't seen in a while now.
We got three non-conference games are, they're really competitive. So I think our schedule, is not a breeze. Our conference, we're going to play some more fourth quarter games and more chances to make plays, and it should be good for our team. We'll really get down in the end. So we'll see the guys that are going to work together as a team, and who has heart, who doesn't, and they'll make us closer as a unit, and we'll all feel like brothers.
How do you feel about it?
Well, last year there would be, games where we'd be, blowing them out in the second quarter, and as a young kid, it's hard to be motivated to keep on playing hard. So with our new schedule, we're gonna have a lot more tough games that can help us, develop as a team, not only who blows people out, but also in the fourth quarter.
What's going to be the first thing you guys want to focus on in fall?
Running football. That's coming from an old O-line coach.
Are you pretty much that? Is that the philosophy? 70%.
Yes, sir. And I've told several people, we feel like the best way to break somebody's will to win is through running the ball at them. So that's the philosophy we have.
How does that translate? I know you guys maybe know this answer this yet, but how does that translate as far as difference for you guys at practice? Does it?
We get after it pretty good.
Yeah. We get after it real good at practice. You know, coach gives us he gives us a we do the period system where it's like a 5-minute period. He tells us how many periods we're going to have, and he says, you know, if you give it your all, we're not going to go over that. So that mutual understanding of that he's going to keep his time limit and work, and if we give our all, it's good, you know.
Well, if you don't give you all, what happens?
We'll talk about that. Later on. We'll go over, we'll run a little bit.
I like for them to know in the beginning how long our practice is gonna be, so they won't hold back or keep anything in the tank, reserve tank for later, you know what I'm saying? That's my deal. I'm up front with them, I tell them exactly how long we're gonna be out there.
We're rested for the game coming up on Friday too. To wear us out all week.
Coach, have you found that in your coaching career now as a head coach, there's so many outside activities for your athletes? Do you find it hard to keep them motivated, keep their heads in the program, doing things like you want, being willing to pay the price to be the best they can be with all this other stuff they could be doing? How's that situation?
Well, you know, it really hasn't hurt. We've been so successful the last few years. We've gone 18-5 the last couple of years, and they really bought in to winning, and they expect to win. So we really haven't had too many outside influences, you know, that have hurt us. But
Well, one thing about it, success too. A lot of times it's a whole lot easier to stay focused if you're winning,
Yes, sir.
the majority of the time, as compared to teams that have a hard time putting together a good winning season. So I guess that plays a part in it too. doesn't it?
right, yes, sir.
Anything different about, from your guys' perspective, anything major league difference as far as team attitude, can you tell anything different? Each of you.
Well, you know, I was talking about this earlier today. I've seen the weight room has been much more smooth. You know, we got sheets printed out that tell us what we're doing in the weight room, and it's just like we understand what we're doing, and so we just get to it. And we have this saying: if you miss a rep, you're not hurting yourself, you're hurting the team.
I think during the summer doing 7-on-7 every day and getting halftime with your coach and learning schemes, it's really helping that you're not, you know, just in the weight room or just out conditioning. You're actually having on-field drills every single day. And we also, I mean, we've conditioned more. I think we'll be ready to play in the fourth quarter this year.
So you're saying you think you're better conditioned?
Yes, sir.
Coach, how would you handicap the region?
I think Minor and Hueytown would be the two most athletic teams in the region. We look forward to the Briarwood game every year. There's a lot of history between the two schools, as well as the Vestavia game. I'm glad we were able to keep the Vestavia game. As we talked earlier, I think it's the longest running rivalry in the county. And it's been going on for 40 years now. So our kids always look forward to that game. And we haven't beaten them in 8 years. So it's that's a big game for our community also.
Been the whole to jamboree or not to jamboree, were you guys forced because you couldn't find an opponent, or you got it lined out the way you wanted to do it?
We got it lined out. We were actually trying to take the last week off going into the playoffs and weren't able to do that. And so now we have an open date, week 6, and I really like it. I think it'll be a good break right there in the middle. It'll give us a few extra days to work on our next opponent. And I like counting that first one right out the gate. And we go to Decatur.
Who holds offers right now on your team? What does John have? What is he?
South Alabama,
Arkansas State, Mercer, Samford, Gardner Webb.
2 minutes?
You're
ideal run pass ratio, might that be a little bit more than, a
Well,
little more run?
a little more, 70% run.
70% run?
Yeah, oh yeah. We've got 3 starters return on the offensive line, and as I told these guys earlier, they paved the way for over 40 rushing touchdowns last year. So we're going to hang our hat on running the football.
Any uniform or helmet changes? That seems to be the vogue thing this year. Are you guys getting field turf or anything like that? A lot of other schools have gotten field turf.
We're just
Keep
playing, we're just playing.
talking, he said. Here's our athletic director.
Coaches won't have to line the fields. They don't have to worry about
It's like the
anything.
practice jerseys that we have.
Who's the next it guy at Homewood? You guys got another guy coming that's going to impress a lot of people. They don't know the name yet.
Yeah, Griffin Gentry, defensive end, number 50. He's already getting some looks. He's a 2016 kid, and we're excited about him. Plays D.
He's been working real hard this offseason. His max is going up like 50 pounds and everything. He's packed on all the weight. He's going to be a good player. Dad played college ball. Brother played at Homewood. All state players.
What year is he coach?
He'll be a junior.
Be a junior.
Last question. That's a big question, you gotta follow up.
I'm good.
Okay.
I just want to be polite and talk to Homewood. I didn't want to miss him.
Well, let's start you coming up, so I get enough.
We're trying to get facility upgrades.
He's like, hey man, Jeff, can you talk about anything else? We need a new field house, we need a new weight room.
Money? All right, guys, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin Thompson.